Hi and welcome. This is Rajiv Makni. The show is Cell Guru and I'm very excited to bring this show to you because we're kind of going off path. I mean, you know how our overall coverage on the show, what we have as content, more or less writes itself. One or two phones, one accessory, an interesting topic, some headlines, some news. But today, it's dramatically different. We've got this, the Oppo Enco X. Now, the biggest and most important thing in this is the fact that TWS earbuds, great product, but the sound in most of them is really, really terrible. Can this break through? Because this is noise cancellation, a big feature, and it's under 10,000 rupees. So it's an actual firecracker in terms of that. And we'll come to the review of this. Then we'll move on to the big, more complicated question of WhatsApp. Should you be on WhatsApp? Should you get off it? It's become even more complicated with now the Indian government and the ministry getting into it. So we'll try and answer some of the most frequently asked questions. Then we'll move on to, of course, our very, very always in demand Qualcomm segment, and we'll try and see if we can fit in a game or two. Let's get started with today's Cell Guru. Our top story is the Oppo Enco X. It's one of those rare times when a top story is on a TWS earbud, but I have a feeling that this is what is going to happen in the future quite a few times because this is a category that is absolutely and totally on fire. I mean, there are studies that are saying that almost 70% of smartphone owners either own or are planning to buy a TWS earbud, and that is a very staggering number. I mean, think of the number of people that want to buy it, which is why every company wants to get involved in this market. And Oppo's done this before, but this is a premium offering at a not premium price, very aggressive price. Two or three big things. One, the sound has to be really, really good. And I'll tell you a secret. I've tried it out. The sound is actually quite amazing. The second one is active noise cancellation in TWS earbuds has become the very, very important feature, the main USP. But almost any one of those TWS earbuds is very expensive. So ANC makes it expensive. This is under 10,000 rupees. Here's our review.
If you like listening to music on your smartphone, you have likely considered buying a true wireless earphone. The fastest growing audio category, it has spawned affordable models, high-end models and much more in between. But if what you want is the right mix of affordability and incredible audio quality, well, the Oppo Enco X might be the answer. Oppo has teamed up with Dyne Audio, a Denmark-based audio company, to create its latest true wireless earphone, the Enco X. Starting off with the design, the earphones ship in an elegant pebble-shaped case that can easily slip into your pocket. The earphones themselves take inspiration from the AirPods Pro, but they add a design flair with chrome elements. The earphones are IP54 rated, so you can easily take them for a run in the rain. And the 4 hours of battery life with noise cancellation will definitely come in handy during those marathon runs. With the charging case included, you can get up to 24 hours of use. Finally, when it comes time to charge, you get both USB-C and wireless charging support. Of course, most important is the audio quality, and that is where the Enco X stands out. The earphones employ dual drivers, a 6mm driver for treble and high frequencies and a second 11mm driver for vocals and bass to create an exceptionally well-balanced sound. The use of the LHDC codec means that there is minimal lag even while watching movies or playing games. You can even use the Enco X one earphone at a time if you prefer that. Another standout feature here is active noise cancellation. In our test, the Enco X was particularly effective at cutting out background sounds like traffic noise. Additionally, a transparent mode is included for when you want to talk to someone without taking off the earphones. The Oppo Enco X includes practically all the features you could want from a pair of true wireless earphones without compromising on the most important bit, sound quality. Priced at Rs 9,990, the company has thrown the gauntlet to the competition, and these are some of the best true wireless earphones that you can buy right now.
And speaking of good sound, it's something that has really become important to all of us. And I think the most important thing is that when you think of music, when you think of where your songs are, what do you first think about? Now, when I think about listening to music, watching or playing games, viewing videos, or even a simple phone call, one of the first things that comes to my mind is headphones connected to my phone. You know, music and our phones have become synonymous. Music and our phones are literally co-joined twins now. Now, over the last couple of years, with the growing popularity of gaming, both playing and watching and streaming and social media videos, audio has become such a critical part of this whole experience that can be provided by a smartphone. In the more recent times, with so many conference calls being done from home, audio quality for calls has also become super critical. An over-the-ear headphone connected to a 3.5mm headphone jack used to be audio nirvana. Now, of course, we're living in a largely wireless era. From wireless charging to wireless earphones, we've all started to embrace the future. The audio landscape is also evolving very quickly with new technologies and innovations.
Hello? So loud.
Hold on, let me turn on the noise cancellation.
Now, with the elimination of wires, we've traded our traditional earphone experience, which used to be very good in terms of the sound, for now for comfort and user experience. There was a time when having a longer earphone wire used to be the competition between friends, but now we look for the most comfortable pair of truly wireless headphones, the ones which have the biggest batteries and stuff like that. However, sound quality continues to retain top spot when it comes to the one thing we all want from our devices. It's what drives you and I to buy the latest wireless headphones. And why shouldn't it? We obviously want to listen to music that sounds good, right? In order to provide a complete immersive audio experience, the smartphone and the headset both need to have audio technologies that can enable end-to-end experience. You compromise on any and your experience will be subpar. A recent study done by Qualcomm stated that almost 3 out of 4 people now want to truly eliminate wires from their audio sessions. Wire seems to be a thing of the past for the vast majority. The study also revealed something else very interesting about truly wireless earbuds. You know, those tiny ones that we seem to all lose all the time? It said that 4 out of 10 people are now using these TWS earbuds, and comfort is the second biggest factor while buying a new pair of wireless headphones. With so many of us listening to music or gaming for longer times or binge watching our favorite shows at night, we need to wear these devices for a longer duration. And if your newly bought wireless headphones are not comfortable, why would you spend that kind of money on them? But you know, one of the biggest letdowns for wireless headphones is that final sound quality that we're getting. For many headphones, it's nowhere near what that wired sound used to be. You know, sometimes there can be a major lag problem, something that becomes very pronounced while you're watching a movie, and you know, that lip syncing goes completely off. Also, audio starts to glitch sometimes due to interference. Wireless music is the next big thing, and incredible work and innovation is being done in this category, making it one of the hottest categories in tech right now. Aside from TWS and wireless headphones, what's also making waves is the rise of smart speakers. Gone are the days when we watch just a normal speaker. These days, we talk to our speakers to fetch music and information. The Qualcomm study also showed that 1 in 2 people currently own a smart speaker or are looking to buy one in the near future. And to think that this is a product category that didn't even exist a few years ago. There's a lot of tech that goes inside to create a super audio experience. From battery optimization to the best audio output, having a good chip can bridge the gap between an okay experience to a really supreme one. Now, with the announcement of the Snapdragon Sound, Qualcomm has taken audio experience to the next level. Let's find out how Snapdragon Sound takes your audio experience to a whole new level.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, strut! You do the wiggle wiggle. You shake it like you really wanna.
So we decided to actually go out onto the streets and find out a little bit more.
I honestly prefer wireless audio devices.
Actually, I prefer with wire audio ones.
Definitely wireless one. We don't have much options now, so I prefer wireless.
Wireless?
I would prefer a wireless.
Wireless. It's easy, it's convenient to carry.
For my online classes, lectures, seminars, or sometimes for the web series also.
Listening to the music. For calls while driving or listening music.
Listen music and take calls.
For the calling purpose or maybe listening to music or something.
Actually for everything.
Mostly music and a lot of times when I watch YouTube videos, it's actually very convenient because I don't have to bother of the tangling of the wires, etc.
Not really.
I really miss it.
Definitely.
No, not like that.
Yeah, I do miss because we could, charge our phone at the same time while listening to music.
I do.
Of course I do. It takes a lot of time to connect sometimes.
Actually, the earbuds fall down from the ear very easily.
The wireless one has sometimes connectivity issues. Yeah, battery getting drained. If you are like traveling or you're driving, you can't charge them.
Charging.
There's no problem in my face.
Let's go now and talk to James Chapman, VP and GM Voice and Music at Qualcomm. James, thank you so much for joining us. You've heard about the pain points experienced by consumers when they're using true wireless audio devices. Can you explain to our viewers what constitutes a great true wireless audio experience?
You know, we tend to forget how important audio is because it's all around us. But it's an essential part of using your phone and getting the best possible experience from it. Increasingly, people are playing games on their phones. Having great audio quality is very important in your enjoyment of that game. You shouldn't have to put up with any dropouts, and it should feel very responsive. We're also seeing consumers using phones and expecting great audio everywhere they go, be it at home, at work, or on the go. Each of these places presents different challenges for us when we deliver great audio. Another aspect that has become particularly important as most people work from home is voice quality. To deliver a great voice call means capturing your voice very clearly, sending it in the best quality to the person on the other end of the call, and having them hear it as if you were standing next to them. There's a lot of technology involved in getting great audio for music, games, and speech. For example, the devices we make for earbuds are highly integrated and include a wide range of features such as voice capture technology, voice assistance, and active noise cancellation. We also include our leading true wireless mirroring technology, which delivers a very robust experience, even when there are no wires between the earbuds. And of course, we need to do this in a very small size with very low power consumption. Otherwise, the consumer doesn't get the true wireless experience they deserve.
Okay, great, interesting, very interesting insights out there. So James, tell us a little bit more about why premium audio experiences are important and what technologies are behind them.
Great wireless audio experiences should be seamless, and we should be able to hear every detail of the music as the artist intended. So if we're not hearing the finer details of our favourite song, or if the background noise isn't filtered out, we tend to be put off by this poor audio experience and in turn, off the end product. Qualcomm technologies deliver premium wireless sound to the consumer for listening to music, making voice calls and gaming. We do this through multiple technologies. For example, aptX is a leading audio compression technology owned by Qualcomm, which we've been providing for years as part of our commitment to delivering premium wireless sound. We continually update this technology and recently added aptX Adaptive, which enables very robust audio connections even in crowded RF environments. It also enables low latency streaming, which ensures no audio or video sync issues when gaming. We also added aptX Voice, which enables crystal clear voice calls.
Alright, we've been talking a lot about Snapdragon sound. Can you please explain what the consumer can expect when they actually start experiencing Snapdragon sound?
At Qualcomm, we've been engineering audio for decades. We've pioneered some of the world's biggest audio and connectivity breakthroughs, resulting in a broad portfolio of audio technologies that are used in many of the world's leading mobile phones, wireless earbuds, and more. Of course, in delivering great audio, there is a large number of technologies that need to work across the phone and earbud. Qualcomm is passionate about making this ecosystem of devices all work together to deliver the best possible sound experience for music, calls, and gaming. This passion is at the heart of Snapdragon Sound. With Snapdragon Sound, we can go beyond the experience you get with a standard earbud or phone. You can expect the best possible audio experience across your devices. I'm very excited about this, and I look forward to telling you more in the coming months.
And now let's move on to something that I think absolutely and totally dominates our headlines and dominates our lives, because how much this app is actually used by us, WhatsApp. Now there's a lot of complication and confusion in that very simple sentence that everybody is actually asking, and that is, should I use WhatsApp or not? Now we were about to do this story when of course we got news that the Indian government has also kind of thrown their card into the game. Now they're actually saying that WhatsApp should withdraw this policy. So it's confusing because, a lot of it is over-exaggerated. I mean, a lot of people are coming up with myths and misinformation about the kind of things that WhatsApp is actually doing, the kind of data it's getting. But on the other side, there are lots of people that are underplaying the problem also. So let's try and see if we can answer all your questions.
Over 340 million people in India are closely watching and questioning WhatsApp, the messaging app they use every day. A pop-up of the new privacy policy that we all got as WhatsApp users asked us to agree to their new data sharing policy, a key point being the sharing of our data from our business conversations with Facebook. It became a big deal because WhatsApp didn't seem to be offering any way to opt out of the data sharing policy. Now this has left users confused and concerned about the privacy of their chats and media shared on the messaging platform. So we thought we'd try and address some of the more important questions in everyone's mind. Will WhatsApp share our personal chats with Facebook? No. Any conversation, photos, messages, calls, videos between friends, family or your personal contacts are not affected with the new policy. WhatsApp has no way to see these as they're all end-to-end encrypted conversations. What user data will WhatsApp share? It's predominantly metadata, and metadata is different from your normal data. Here is everything that WhatsApp can share. Mobile device information like OS, phone model, screen resolution, IP addresses, course location, which means they know what city you're in but not which house you're in, and language. You need to be aware that the main policy change is in the messages you send to a WhatsApp business account. If you choose not to interact with a business account on WhatsApp, none of your data other than metadata will be shared with Facebook. What is the action that the Government of India is taking with regard to WhatsApp? The Government of India and the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology have reached out to WhatsApp to withdraw its policy changes in India, to which WhatsApp has said that they will provide transparency and new options available to engage with businesses so they can serve their customers and grow. They are working to address misinformation and remain available to answer any questions. How will it affect the user? For the end user, the most likely effect will be more targeted ads across Facebook-owned properties. The company will be able to show you more relevant ads based on your browsing and search history across Instagram, Facebook and WhatsApp. Additionally, if you speak to a business like Make My Trip, Chroma or Book My Show on WhatsApp, Facebook can now share more data about you so that partners can offer more personalized services across its owned platforms. Is it compulsory to accept the new WhatsApp privacy policy? As of now, the updated policy, which goes into effect starting the 15th of May, cannot be opted out of, and WhatsApp has not yet detailed what will happen if you don't accept it. However, WhatsApp has assured that no account will be suspended. This may change due to a very fluid, daily changing situation. Are there alternatives to WhatsApp that users can use? There are messaging apps like Signal and Telegram. Signal app is highly focused on privacy, whereas Telegram is a mix of features and has a private chat option too. In the end, to answer the all-important question, should you carry on using WhatsApp? As of now, absolutely. Keep in mind the metadata it tracks and you should be fine. A messaging platform is only as good as the number of people you know who use it. WhatsApp has more than 2 billion people on it. Until the situation becomes more clear in the next few weeks, you should be fine with WhatsApp. We will bring you more such updates on a regular basis.
Let's take a quick break right now on the show. When we come back, lots more happening. Now let's move on to a game which is almost impossible to pronounce but really nice to play, Genshin Impact. RPG game, beautiful graphics, very, very nicely put together, open world format in terms of how you play the game. So if this is of interest to you, and it should be to everybody, here's our review.
Genshin Impact is topping gaming charts everywhere. But what is it about this cross-platform RPG that makes it so popular? Here's what you need to know. At its core, Genshin Impact is an open-world RPG with some of the best graphics that mobile games have ever seen. Developed by Chinese publishers MiHoYo, the game is set in a fantasy world called Teyvat. You can explore this vast, expansive land by choosing one character out of a massive list of 23 playable ones and set sail to your adventures. While you can do tasks and level up your characters, the real fun is away from the storyline and in moving around, exploring this vast fantasy world. You can engage in fights with gods and monsters and fine-tune your combat skills. Speaking about combat, there is something for everyone here with melee, ranged and magic, and each character has their own special abilities that you can master.
So here's what I like the most about Genshin Impact. You don't necessarily have to go around doing all these tasks that the game has set out for you. Instead, you can just explore and marvel and relish the beauty of these unparalleled mobile game graphics that the game has for you. But here's where the game falls flat. The storyline. It's not the most pacey one out there, and the developers have used a lot of cliches in the book. Instead, you can just travel on the road not taken and explore the in-game world and earn some in-game currency to develop your characters.
Overall, Genshin Impact is a great game to spend time with. It is a freemium game, meaning you can play it for free, but there are certain in-app purchases to give you a boost and enhance your overall experience. Where this game takes the cake is its well-designed interactions and the surreal graphics that will give you a sense of adventure while playing it.
That then is the Cell Guru show for this week, but we've got an incredible amount of stuff coming up next week. Now, normally whenever I end the show I say this, but believe me, next week the lineup is just incredible. See you then.